Rob Tebbutt for Behind the Gloves. I'm here with Barry Mcguigan at the York Hall Brawl. Barry, that was a good show.
It's a great show. I think there was a mixed reception to Andrew Selby's main event fight because Flores is very tough, very durable, and it was a bit repetitive. So, Selby is so brilliantly talented. He can fight and beat any flyweight in the world. Going to be dangerous fighting guys that are real bangers who just chase him like Flores did tonight. But it was superbly entertaining, brilliant fight, and talk about skill, it was just magnificent. The cruiserweight fight was really exciting because whilst Dupree looked a bit out of condition, he was very brave and very courageous, and Luke Watkins put on a great show and closed the show at the end, so that was good too. Big Martin was a bit lacklustre tonight, and I think he wasn't in the best of health. He didn't feel well all day, so we're going to have to get that sorted out because he's fighting for a title fight in November in Edinburgh. So he's fighting for a title fight in November, so he's going to have to be considerably better than that. But it's I think the whole show in general, the undercard was great. Chris Congo got his guy earlier in the first round. Senior Byfield stopped his man in 6 or 7 rounds. Chantelle Cameron was the star of the show. I thought she was brilliant. Her French opponent never got going. She shook her several times with long looping hooks, and the left hook to the body, the double left hook to the body. She slipped inside she touched with the right hand, slipped inside, body shot, left hook to the head. Her legs staggered, and she went back to the corner, and Chantelle just pummeled her, and the referee jumped in and stopped it. Rightly so. I'd like her to have had more rounds, because again I want to get her out again in November, and I want her to be busy before the end of the year. And we're looking at titles fights for that girl pretty soon, because her background. She's been campaigning at the highest level in world amateur boxing. She just has been unfortunate, and she hasn't had the decisions. She beat the Olympic champion 8 times, including the test event, like we said the other day. So as far as ability is concerned, she's completely, perfectly suited to the professional game. She was never going to be a stand-up boxer. They tried to convert her, it didn't work, but I'm telling you, the way she's moving and the way she's learning and the improvements that she's making in the gym, beating up on men, it's just amazing. And she's gelling with Shane, is doing a phenomenal job with her. I really think that I genuinely think she's going to win a world title, and maybe 2 world titles.
I mean, that's something that I actually touched on with my post-fight with Chantelle. She said that she'd like to have gone more rounds, and that she would like to have had a little bit more time in the ring.
Yeah.
But in the same vein, I mean, she is now sitting down on her shots more. She's being a bit more selective with her shots. Yeah. And when you're hitting people hard, they're going to go. I mean, if you're doing the right things, you're not going to get those rounds in.
She's going to knock an awful lot of girls out. You won't have seen this before, but she, the longer the rounds go on, that girl, if the referee had allowed her to go into the next round, she would have got knocked out, and there's no question about that, and she would have got knocked down. And she is really improving and developing, as I say all the time, and I'm very excited about her future.
I just want to go back to something that you said right at the very start of the interview, because I've been very busy. I've been doing post-fights. I wasn't aware that there was a mixed reaction to Andrew Selby's performance. From ringside, I felt that he boxed really, really well against a seasoned competitor.
No, we're just hearing about this, Rob, on our social media guy, Ryan Elliott, said, I said, what was the feedback like? And he said the undercard was fantastic, but the main event was a mixed reception. So you're going to get that because Selby doesn't have that incredible knockout power. He hits very spitefully, but he doesn't have the knockout power. And Maximiliano Flores was incredibly brave and took an amazing amount of punishment and kept going forward. So people, they want to see knockouts. Let's be honest, they want to see drama. And I have no doubt that Selby has that in his locker, but at the moment he's not showing it. And of course he's gone from, he's only had 10 odd professional fights, so he's made incredible progress. And he's going to be mixing with the big guys, and there's no way you can actually come back. You can't start freewheeling or stepping back. When you fight that level of guy, you've got to keep doing it. So he's in that league and he's capable of handling them. you know, it's very difficult. The top guys are very hard to move and budge, and you know, almost incredibly difficult to knock out. You know, except you catch him with an incredible punch. So Selby is a punch picker and a volume puncher as opposed to a single shot knockout artist. We know that, we've always known that, and that's what we love. We love his artistry, we love his skill, and you know, that's his USP.
I think Andrew strikes me, certainly as a boxing fan, as somebody who rises to the occasion, fights to the level of his opposition.
Yeah.
Flores was obviously a very battle-hardened, seasoned opponent, but do you feel that Andrew will still yet raise his game further when he fights, say, for the WBC title, which is held by Diogo Higa?
Higa's a very dangerous opponent, and so it would have to be a case of hitting and moving with him. But he can't get caught the way he got caught tonight.
No,
but he wouldn't do the hands down and all that sort of stuff, because Higa's an incredible puncher, 13 wins, 13 knockouts, so he couldn't afford to hang his chin out like that. But he wouldn't. You know that he would alter his game plan. He's got phenomenal intuition and natural boxing intelligence, so he wouldn't hang his chin out. But he might go down the WBA route, he might go the WBO route, he might go the IBF route. There are a number of different opportunities for him, and I think, you know, most boxers do that these days. They look for you know, the easiest passage to the top, and then they talk about, after winning a couple of defences, they talk about unification fights. So he will obviously be circumventing all of the very dangerous guys and looking for the easiest. But he's going to have to fight these guys at some stage. Yeah. He's not afraid of anybody, Andrew Selby. Absolutely not.
I mean, that's something he actually said to me in his post-fight. He said that, obviously, if the opportunity presents itself, he's not going to turn down a world title shot.
Of course.
But naturally, you know, it could make financial sense or sense for his career to pick up a world title and then go to a unification fight.
Yeah. Unification fights are, you know, it's just common sense. It's a well-tried and tested method.
Okay, well, I don't want to keep you too long, Barry, because I do appreciate that you've had a very long evening.
Yeah, yes.
Just want to touch finally on Chris Kongo's performance. Now, I know that Chris was added to the card quite late.
Yes.
He's a tremendous talent. I know you've seen him in the gym. He's been sparring, I think, with Josh Taylor.
He's been sparring with Chris Eubank, and he served him well tonight. Yeah. And you know, he's been sparring with Josh Taylor, and he will be one of our main sparring partners on the way up to fighting Vasquez on November the 11th. So he's back in the gym again with us on Monday. So it's great work. He's a mover. He's a boxer. He can punch, as we saw tonight.
I mean, his opponent was a lot tougher than than the first round knockout actually suggests. I mean,
this kid's a very good kid, very, very special kid, and I hope we continue to work with him. Because he's going places. There's no doubt about that.
Are you going to be looking to have him on some of your upcoming shows?
I need to talk to my boys, because they make those decisions. I very much like him to be on more often, because he's undoubtedly a very talented boy. But again, the commercial side of things I don't get involved in. They do that. They're the promoters. I'm just a manager, but I like what I see with him. Very talented young man. Okay, well, Barry Mcguigan, boxing legend. Barry Mcguigan. Thank you. Thank you very much. My love to your gorgeous little daughter and your wife. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Barry. Thank you. Hey, fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps, and if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and do so by clicking right here.